Hey folks, Sydney Phelps here with Bonnie Plants. Today we're going to talk about a way that you can make your house smell wonderful all year long with fresh herbs and even work on some herbal teas. So really simple step. If you've got a big herb garden at home, these are all ways that you can utilize a lot of different herbs at home. So we're going to work through some of the basics here. Today we're going to do a potpourri or a potpourri, however you like to call it. So I've got 2 cups of water here in a boiler, and that's just going to be at a low to medium boil. If you're going to do the tea, you're going to want to use 1 cup of water, and you're going to follow pretty much the same steps. The only thing that we're going to do different for a tea is that you would let it sit and steep for about 5 to 10 minutes before you strained it and served it as a tea. Everything else is going to follow right in line here. So easy steps. And the great thing about doing the potpourri or potpourri is going to be able to have it in the house all year long. And I'll show you a couple ways that you can change up the flair as the seasons progress. So to get started, we've got some aromatic herbs here. So I've got oregano, garden sage, lemon thyme because of that lemon zest, lemon fragrance, and then a bunch of fresh lavender with the blooms. The blooms are the key factor here. You want that because that's where a lot of your aromatic is going to come from. So that's that essential oils, de-stress, great smelling stuff. So basically just going to take the herbs in full and just put them into the water here. So we're going to mix in the oregano, sage, there's the thyme. And I love the lemon thyme because it has that citrusy smell. And then we're going to take this lavender here, same thing, just stick it down in there. And that's going to soak up, the water's going to go through. We talked about, adding different flavors in. If you're doing a tea, you can do orange, you can do lemon. I'm just gonna take a slice, put it in there. You're gonna add a little extra different flavor into that. So just gonna take that end off, add a full slice of orange, and let that sit. Now that's gonna start to boil, and we're gonna have that go in there. So that's just gonna be a slow boil throughout the entire time period. You wanna add water consistently. If you wanna mix it up, throw lemon in there as well. That's all more flavor that's gonna come through there. This will last, if you're doing the potpourri, this is gonna last upwards to 6-8 hours. You just have it on a low boil on the stove, and it's gonna smell the house up amazing. You're gonna have that fresh smell of lavender, the fresh smell of rosemary, whatever you wanna put in there. Any of the aromatic herbs work great. So think about your mints, your oreganos, your thymes, lavender, rosemary, lemon balms, all of those will work great in this. So when you're working this from a tea aspect, you're gonna let this bring up to a small to a medium boil. You're gonna reduce that heat down, just turn it off, let that sit and soak up, and then you will strain that through a strainer, colander, if you wanna use any type of cloth for that. Strain that into whatever your favorite drinking device is, throw it in there and you're good to go. If you're looking at seasons, cloves, cinnamon, those always work great whenever you're working in that area. So we've got a little bit, about a tablespoon or teaspoon of fresh ground cinnamon here. Just gonna sprinkle that in there and gonna let that run, add a little bit more water, perfect for the day. If you want more guides like this on herbs, go to bonnieplants.com or check out the app Homegrown with Bonnie Plants.
If you have a gardening question you'd like to ask Sydney, just email him at asksydney@simplysoutherntv.net. And if he answers it on the air, we'll send you a nice gift.
Bonnie Plants are available at your local Alabama Farmers Cooperative stores. Visit alafarm.com to find a location near you.
And for the latest farm and agriculture news, visit the Alabama Farmers Federation's website at alphafarmers.org.
That's going to bring us to the end of another episode of Simply Southern. Thanks for watching. Next week, you'll meet an artist who brings his amazing creations to life using nothing more than a pencil and a piece of paper.
And we'll have a toe-tapping good time at Florence, Alabama's WC Handy Music Festival. But it's about more than just the blues. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Jim Allen. We'll see you next week.
Simply Southern is a production of the Alabama Farmers Cooperative and the Alabama Farmers Federation.